This 26 Sports high school basketball presentation is presented by Cadillac Casting Inc.
Welcome back to Cadillac High School. A little bit of technical difficulties there out of the halftime, but we are back in action underway. Cadillac with a 35-15 lead as Cam McTaggart with a long three ball to put the Vikings up. The biggest lead of the game at 20 points. Falcons now trying to answer. Rogers into the paint. Baker trying to draw the charge. And Rogers with the putback. 35.
Did they count the basket?
They did.
Okay.
35-17.
Right.
So Rogers is going to go to the line for a three-point opportunity.
And Rogers had, before we got back on air, he had also made the first shot of the half, a nice finger roll. So he's looking pretty good here. Quinn Crago with the rebound for the Vikes. All right, Cooper Benson for the Vikings will swing it over. Vikings, Ethan Baker back in there. That one is knocked away, but Baker will pick it back up. He draws the foul. Smart play. Really didn't have much of a shot.
And they're going to say it's on the floor, so they'll inbound under their own basket.
McTaggart for the Vikings will with the inbound pass. Crago out high, and inside he's wide open. Crago takes a bump and puts it up and in.
Now for the Falcons, not much you can do about that, Bill, when Quinn Crago's under the bucket. 37-17. Yeah, they're getting physical.
Now Garrett Paulson over to Rogers. Looking for a triple. That's Kudamash. That one is a little long and then rebounded nicely by McTaggart. He'll push it up the floor. McTaggart himself out wide to Benson. Cooper Benson. That triple doesn't go. Crago almost had the rebound. It's taken by Rogers. Rogers to Paulson. He'll pull up just behind the line. Doesn't go. Good hustle there by Rogers. Not quite. Got a little bit of a burn there going down. Like to see that too, Jay. Both the Cadillac Vikings are right there to help up Rogers on that play.
Yep.
Good sportsmanship.
Fantastic sportsmanship and great hustle from Rogers. Falcons early here in the second half, Bill, getting some open looks from beyond the arc. Just gotta hope they can start knocking some down if they want to get back in this game.
Vikings are up 37-17 with Baker for the Vikings bringing the ball up. Pass inside to Crago.
And they're immediately double teaming Quinn Crago with Rosebrew on the bench. They don't have anybody near his size to defend him, and all they can do is try to bring a double over.
Number 3, that's Caden Bowen with the foul.
And speaking of Rosebrew, he's going to check back into the game.
Yep. The Vikings underneath the net, out to Crago. He'll hand it back to Baker. Baker right back into Crago. Works in. Doesn't go. Rebound. Nice job by the Vikes. They'll kick it back out to Baker. McTaggart over to Brooks. Marcheski had that ball knocked away. So it'll be the Vikings' Cam McTaggart who will trigger the inbound pass. 5:23 left to go.
You'll appreciate this, Bill, as a hockey guy. Whenever I see somebody do that in basketball, I always say, "Kick save, Dryden." And then they all look at me like I'm insane because they're too young to know who I'm talking about.
Kenny Dryden. Crago monsters his way in. Nice boards there by the Vikes, and they'll kick it back out and settle it down.
Vikings struggling from point-blank range, but that rebounding keeps them in it, extending this possession.
Marcheski with the spin move. Nice job. Crago's right there. Puts it back up, and he's hammered. It might be Rosebrew.
That's one of the little things you'd like to see Quinn do a little better job of, Bill, and that's just keep that ball above his head. There was nobody around him. Rosebrew wasn't in position. Nobody else on that floor is going to get anywhere near that ball when it's above his head. Keep that up top. Don't even bother throwing the pump fake. Lay it up and in off the glass.
Yep. Crago swishes the first one. Looking at the stats, the Vikings had 11 steals that first half. That's a pretty good number. Crago makes both. And he pushes that lead to 39-17 in a full timeout by Coach Eric Spencer for the Falcons. We want to mention our sponsors again. Jade, you got the sheet there. Okay, here we go. Our sponsors for tonight's game is Pack Mail, Dynamic Physical Therapy, Trend Designers, High Point, Cadillac, GMC. And we just want to say, if you guys get out there, our viewers get a chance to visit these businesses, thank them so much. We could not make this game possible without their financial support.
Highly encourage you to stop in, thank them personally, tell them you saw them right here on My News 26 Sports.
And if there's anybody out there interested in sponsoring sports on My News 26, we still need sponsorships for girls basketball and hockey, so you can contact the station at www.mynews26.com, and they'll set you up. We would appreciate it. All right, back to action here. Garrett Paulson to Rosebrew. Bruce, he's in the lane. Back to Paulson. He drives, floats one up there, but he's fouled, so he'll go to the line. Garrett Paulson was their leading scorer in the Standish game. He had 10 points. We've got 93.7 FM, The Ticket, covering tonight on radio. Good to see a big crowd here tonight, too. Checking into the game, Vinny Genema. Paulson misses the second one, but nice rebound there by Rogers. Paulson's got it back. Madsen dishes to Rogers. Oh, he'll take the long triple. Doesn't quite hit it. Rosebrew with a nice reach over. Madsen back out top.
That was totally set up, Bill, by the fact that Krago had to come out to check Rogers, left Rosebrew as the big man underneath.
And another steal by the Vikings, pushing up the floor to McTaggart. He'll set up for the triple. He's got it. And the foul.
Well, the good news is Cam McTaggart's going to get a triple. The bad news is Quinn Krago is going to pick up his second foul.
Okay, do they count the basket?
They did.
Okay,
they did.
It must have been after the shot then. Okay. 42-17 with 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. The Vikings are up big here in their second Big North Conference game of the year. They defeated Alpena on the road in their first victory. There's a shot, just kind of a wing and a prayer by Paulson, and the Vikings, Quinn Krago, pulls it down.
Yeah, tough shot from Paulson as they're just finding it difficult to get open looks off the dribble because of the Viking man-to-man defense.
Barshevsky with it. He thought about it. He'll get back to McTaggart. Over to Ethan Baker. He hasn't shot too much tonight, has he?
Now, Baker's been doing a nice job of ball handling and getting steals, but he hasn't been doing a whole lot.
That ball is stripped away. Rogers will take it down with the left hand reverse. Doesn't go, and then Paulson comes in and didn't mean to, but he got some good body on McTaggart.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for the Falcons because they went from having basically open layup by Rogers, and that's a tough shot with the opposite hand on the wrong side of the rim, but then the cheap foul on the rebound.
And Cooper
and that's
Benson.
The fourth team foul for the Falcons.
Cooper Benson in for the Vikings. And McTaggart will take a little breather. The Vikings will bring it back down the court with Ethan Baker, the senior. They've got Benson and Krago, Baker. Here's a nice pass down below to Krago. Tried to reverse, and Rosebrew is going to draw. I think that might be his fourth. We'll have to wait and see.
It was a nice job by Quinn using the rim to protect himself. Rosebrew does have one block on Quinn.
That was
a nice move.
That was his third foul. Krago with another sweet shot. And Colin Stahl coming in.
I always find free throw shooters' pre-shot routines very interesting. Quinn Krago goes into possibly the deepest squat I've ever seen in my life before he shoots.
Let's take a look at this. Oh
It's
yeah, he's
low
almost
for a
down.
big guy, yeah.
Almost
But that's
all
a
the way.
smooth-looking stroke.
Yeah, it is.
I'll tell you, we don't see much of it, haven't seen much of it tonight, but Quinn is very capable, a very capable shooter from 8 to 12 feet. But for the most part, they keep him around the rim.
He's got a pretty good percentage on shots with, in that close. That floater doesn't go, but it's rebounded by Rogers. He'll kick it out. And Kudamash with a nice long triple. They hit the 20 mark, Jay.
Second 3-ball of the game for the Falcons. 44-20, 2:42 to go, and there's a turnover by the Vikings.
Kudamash will slow it up a little bit, get the offense set. All the way in the lane, tried to no-look dish, and that was swiped by the Vikings. Another steal. Coming down the lane all the way, and there's a reach-in foul by the Falcons.
Yeah, Vinny Genema attacking the rim, little hesitation dribble, drew a couple of defenders, and he'll go to the line for a couple.
That was Caden Bowen, his third.
With 2:22 to go here in the third, just one more foul before the bonus for the Vikings.
He rattles that first one home. Number 4 checking in. That might be the first. Hunter Rensberry, his first action tonight.
That is. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that maybe 10 of 13 on the roster now have seen action in this game.
Missing the second shot and pulling down the rebound is Gabe Matson for the Falcons, and Kudamash will bring the ball up. He's guarded by Baker. Baker's just been solid tonight on that defensive end. The whole Cadillac squad has. Kudamash was looking inside. He got a little foul on Ethan Baker.
Jinxed him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ethan plays just, we used to call it in your shorts style of defense. He's checking to see just how much room there might be, and got him for a little bit of a hand check there, slapping at the ball, but just does a great job of closing out on shooters, but he's going to get a bit of a break now as Benson checks into the game.
And we got Z coming in, Noah Zdowski for the Vikings. Sometimes it's easier to say Z. Vikings, good active hands there by Cooper Benson. And right back down the court is Brooks. Over to the other sophomore, Benson. He dishes back to Brooks. Brooks finds a lane. Look at that move.
That's a tough shot because he couldn't get anything much underneath that, but he spun it off the glass and in, and it's a 47-20 Cadillac lead.
Nice give and go there by the Vikings. Matson to Collins, Stahl. Just no lane there. They'll just closes down quickly.
Nope. You get the impression that this Falcon offense is predicated on dribble, drive, and kick, and they just can't dribble drive against this Viking D.
Stahl now with the ball. Back over to Rogers. Rogers in. Nice look right there. Turnaround doesn't go. Good rebound by Benson. Vikings with speed down the court. Benson, nice finger roll, doesn't go. Kicked out. Vikings have put it back. That was Vinny Genema. And nice rebound there by Stahl for the Falcons. Right back down the other way. Stahl will set up the offense. Matson will dish it back to Kudamash. 35 seconds to go. We'll see if they probably aren't going to play for last basket. They need a lot of them. There's a shot from Matson, a little short. Nice rebound there. Turnaround, put back, doesn't go. Vikings, that was Brooks with the rebound. Nice attempt there, and does it fall on the floor? Got a jump ball. Hunter Rensberry had his first opportunity.
Yeah, that was going to be a very nice lefty layup off the glass from basically behind the backboard. Just left it short.
Vinny Genema with 15 seconds to go. Here comes Rensberry, puts it up. That one doesn't fall. Nice rebound by Z. He's fouled.
Yeah, I think we're going to see Noah Zdowski with an attempt to get on the board here from the free throw line.
He'll be shooting two.
I've known Dad Mike for many years, so I know how to say Zdowski. It's
now,
not
if you
easy.
can spell it, I'm really impressed. Noah misses the first one.
Zdrowski.
Yeah, you got it. I had the Zdowskis on the soccer team, so I learned how to spell that one after a while. It took a while. No, with the second attempt. And he swishes that one. Good job by Noah. And it's 48-20 with 10 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Vikings up big. Stahl cuts to the middle, puts it up. They're going to count it and the foul. Good job by Colin Stahl. 1.6 seconds to go here. See if we can make a 3-point play here for Stahl. Doesn't foul. Rebound up in the air. That'll do it for the third quarter. The Vikings are up 48-22 here from the gym in Cadillac. Okay. All right, we're going to take a quick break. You're watching high school basketball action on My News 26 Sports. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter.